Good afternoon. Michael Mazarang here again, and today we're going out into the field to do some inspections on some of our existing accounts that are either in production or have been recently completed. I hope you'll enjoy it today. Come on along. Good morning. Michael Mazarang here again, and today we're at one of our existing customers. We're at Lake Kiwi outside of Clemson, South Carolina, and we're here at a home on the lake, and this homeowner, this house is on the market, and this homeowner is looking to have some odors and smells issues addressed. We got this phone call last week and came to the house to investigate a strange odor that was percolating up into the left side of the structure. And as you can see, this is a beautiful home on the lake, and certainly we were able to come here and evaluate this situation. It's a rather large home with a 2,200 square foot crawl space, and to our benefit, it is a stand-up crawl space, so we were able to solve this problem fairly simply by deploying what we call an ATMOX system. What we discovered during this inspection, it is a stand-up crawl space. The homeowner had hired a contractor to put a 12 mil fiber reinforced liner down on the ground, and we discovered that it's off-gassing some odor and smell, which we get a few of these types of calls usually each month. Folks with sealed systems or a closed system where there's no air exchange. What we've deployed here is called an ATMOX controlled ventilation system. And as you can see here, we also wrapped the crawl space piers. That hadn't been done yet. This customer does use this crawl space for storage, which this type of liner certainly is good for that, and they're able to store these personal effects here very conveniently with all this extra space. But what we did is we deployed this system. It is a louvered ATMOX system, where by a factor of dew point, we are inviting in the outside air to intermingle with the air that's already inside the crawl space to ventilate and get rid of this smell. And you can see here a louvered system opens and closes when the system is active, and then when it's inactive, it closes. So by a factor of dew point, we run this outside air into the crawl space. It's a winter day, and it's above 46 degrees today. So now we're using this abundance of outside air to exchange the air that's already here, and so we move this air from the outside across the crawl space, and you can see this is a dead corner fan. A dead corner fan can swivel whatever direction we want to swivel it, and so the good air that's coming in through the intake fans is dispersed evenly throughout the crawl space from the facing the structure, the left side to the right side. You can see another dead corner fan here. And you can see the guys did a really nice job sprucing up this liner. We also took care of getting the insulation pushed back up between the floor system to really clean up this crawl space nicely. And you can see here, this is the exterior fans, and this is also a louvered system, which we'll go outside and see what that looks like from the other side. But the same factor. This is, as we are bringing the air into the structure, we're exhausting at the same rate here on the far side of the crawl space. And the fans are running right now because we have really good air today to run on. You can see here all these spaces. This is the front porch, and we don't want that air to intermingle with the crawl space. the main crawl space area. So that's been sealed to closed off so that we don't have any moisture or air exchange between underneath of the porch section or the crawl space environment. And you can see here where these were sealed off here on the front porch section. So here's another dead corner fan. Again, as we see, this air is moving to the other side of the crawl space environment. There's 4 dead corner fans on this protocol, 2 multi-mount intakes and 2 multi-mount exhausts. Now also, we've equipped, the system is able to run a supplemental dehumidifier. And what we've done is we've put a commercial dehumidifier on the controls. Now we've hybridized the dehumidifier. The dehumidifier operates on a relative humidity factor, but we don't want the dehumidifier to run until we need the extra drying power. This relay kit is what is the connection between the dehumidifier and the Atmox controller. The Atmox controller is here, and this piece of equipment shows the relative humidity, temperature, dew point, all those factors that need to be taken into account in order to run these fans, and it's done by a factor of dew point. And the software inside this unit runs the entire system. The system is also equipped with a sensor package. This is our interior sensor, which is constantly sending data through these low voltage wires back to the system. The system calculates dew point, and only when it's drier outside do we actually engage with the outside air. Also, if it's too cold or too hot, too humid, we do not engage with the outside air. So I always get asked questions, what about the summertime? Summertime, there's less opportunity for air exchange. And if we need the extra drying power, back to our dehumidifier, this is staged to run as a supplement. We actually have it set at 65% relative humidity. That's the top end of our threshold. So if it does get to 65, this will fire. But certainly while we have the ability to run the outside air, why run this expensive dehumidifier? We can save its life and extend its lifespan. It is a 5-year warranty at the point of install today, but we should get well over 10 years with this piece of equipment because it's not going to have to run that much. So certainly the advantages of a house like this with a stand-up crawl space where the air turnover is already excellent. We can engage the outside air in a controlled way and be able to take the advantages of a closed system, but also inject the abundance of fresh air that we have here coming in from the outside. And again, here we look at our intake fan, which is running today. From the outside perspective, you can see the footprint on the home is very minimal. You can see here, all the unused vents are sealed. Here is our exterior sensor package, which is calculating the same criteria as we talked about earlier, sending that information through the low voltage wiring package back to the controller. And you can see here, this is the intake fan that we saw running earlier. And you can see that not very much noise, very gentle. It's a very eloquent system. And this is the only points of air that we have on the house. This point, the point up the way from me, and then the other side of the house, there's only 4 points that we can exchange with the air. All the other vents have been closed. And as you can see here, it's a nice view back here. This is a pretty home, and the folks that are buying this house are going to get a really good house, and the most state-of-the-art crawl space system probably in their entire neighborhood. So certainly a nice selling point if you are looking to put your home on the market. You have one of these advanced systems. They run on low voltage. They don't take a lot of energy. The long-term maintenance on these systems is very low, and the parts are pretty robust. The AtMox system has a 3-year warranty out of the box, and you can see here, this is one of the exhaust fans, and you can see where it's the louvered exhaust is open right now, and we're running on the outside air. So we certainly appreciate you watching this video with us here today. And if you have any questions about encapsulations, controlled ventilation systems, fan systems, relative humidity controlled programs, or dew point fired control programs, certainly we're able to answer those questions, and we'd like a phone call. And you can contact us at the number at the bottom of your screen, or go through us through the website. But hopefully today you've learned a little bit about controlled ventilation systems, AtMox programs, dehumidifiers, liners, and we hope to hear from you at some point. Again, appreciate you joining us today. Again, my name is Michael Mazarang, and we're off to the next inspection. We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much. Take care.